What's good, man? It's the boy Low Key Lil, and we back with another episode of Lead with Purpose. And today we going through
Chapter 8.
Chapter 8,
The Law of Intuition.
the Law of Intuition. So yeah, we better dive right into it. Y'all already
This,
know what we do.
this chapter was, I understood it, but I don't think I'm good at this part. I don't think I'm good at this intuition part. But when we went through it, it told the story of Steve Jobs and how he was the CEO of Apple and how his intuition told him to move, how he was supposed to move to where Apple became the Apple that we know today with all the computers, phones, watches, and everything else. Anytime that he got to a point where he felt like the company was about to go under or they needed a big moment of another good product or they needed something else to take them to the next level, Steve Jobs was already working on it. So
Facts.
his intuition led to what Apple is and all the success that it has today. But you know what's funny about that is I watched a interview, a podcast. It's that Diary of a CEO again. And
Oh yeah.
They had he's on Shark Tank. Kevin O'Leary, that's his name.
That's the ball head, right?
No, well, I guess he's balding. So
Okay,
that's balding. But he talked about how Steve Jobs worked, and he was like, "Yo, he was relentless. Like he wasn't the easiest person to work for, but when Steve made a move,
He made a move.
So,
Tight.
all right. So as we go through it, Lil, I mean, do you have any comments about the chapter before?
Yeah, I thought the Law of Intuition. You said you didn't really like it. I kind of liked it. Because I feel like this is one of those leadership qualities that I do possess, and I feel like it comes up a lot for me. So, like being able to read it actually sheds a little light on why I think like that, and I think why it's pretty important and to have as a leadership quality.
Yeah, but I mean, even if we don't, I don't agree, and you like it and I don't, or I didn't enjoy it,
Yeah.
you did. It shows how different people can still be leaders, and they're not being strong at all 21 laws, because you're not going to be strong at all 21 laws.
But there is one thing about this that I didn't agree with. It says like that you could, I guess, learn intuition.
Yeah,
I don't feel like that is
I don't
a
agree with
learned
that
skill, because I feel like it's based on like a feel thing.
Yeah.
And if you just don't have a feel for things around you, I don't think you'll ever really truly possess those, the quality of like the
Now,
intuition.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say you can gain a little bit of intuition from experience.
Yeah.
But I think that innate intuition, like what Steve Jobs had, ain't nobody about to duplicate that.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You can't learn that. You either got it or you don't. So I do feel some people are more like
Adaptable, I guess is the word.
yeah, or they're a little bit more tuned into their intuition than some other leaders may be. But there were some rules to help you, or not rules, but I guess guidelines to help you develop some intuition. Even though we don't 100% agree that intuition can be developed,
Yeah.
or you have it or you don't. There are some things that you can practice to make you a little bit better.
Yeah, and I feel like if you have these qualities, you possess the intuition that we're referring to.
Yep.
So
Number one, what do I feel? To lean into intuition, I always start by examining what I feel. Go ahead.
So yeah, this is a prime example of anything. Like, I just think about like I just say what you feel about any situation that you're put into or anything that you do. Like, one of those nights where you be like, people tell you to go out. Do you really want to go out? Should you go out? If you got a feeling like, nah, like today is like one of them things. Like, they be like, why you not coming? Like, I just got a feeling about this one. Like, I just don't want to be at that one. And then
That's happened to me before.
that's what I'm
sure.
saying. But I feel like that's a prime sense of like, what do you feel? It's like something that you could feel, but like, or even when you are somewhere, you like, yeah, I'm trying. It's time to go home. It's like you just got to feel for it, because you can't really like say why or like what's going to happen, but you got to sense like it's making you uneasy, so you want to go.
Yeah, I've definitely felt that before, and you're talking about like situational intuition.
Yeah, that's situational intuition.
Yeah. No, I felt that before. Like if we've been out at a party, or even if you're in a bad situation, you know something's about to happen, or you can feel like the tension.
Yeah, the tension
I feel
rising.
like some people are more in tune to this one, but I don't want this to get confused with emotion though.
Yeah,
because it's kind of ironic that they tell you to have intuition is to tap into what you feel, but then as a leader they say don't ever make decisions based off of emotions.
Yeah.
So It's a little bit of a balancing act that you got to do during the day to day. But number two is what do you know?
Yeah. So, what do you? I feel like we talked about this in previous chapters too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, we're not about to just make a decision off what we feel. It's also has to be what do we know about whatever we're making a decision about. And if you have a feeling about something, it's probably because you know how a situation could play out, or you've been in a situation where you've seen something play out where you felt that you should have left and you didn't.
Yeah.
So it's a learning point. So sometimes I feel like what you know is based off your experiences, but you know those type of things because like you didn't act off your intuition prior to.
And I always go back to football and coaching because these two connect a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can have a in-game situation. Like you have to have intuition to know the in-game situation.
Right.
But you can also have intuition to do the big play call or whatever you have.
Mm-hmm.
And what you know is what you practice during the week,
Yep.
what you scouted, what you watch film on. And then all of a sudden you'll see that this situation happen on the field and your intuition will tell you, okay, I know that they're in cover.
Whatever.
They're about to go run cover 3.
Yeah.
So like we have a call for that. How do I feel at this situation? Do I feel like I need to go to the original call? Do I
Right.
need to do the adjustment call?
Mm-hmm.
X, Y, Z. So that's where, whenever I started reading how do you develop the leadership, I always connected it back to those situations as a play caller. So, but so just to review, number 1 was what do you feel? Number 2 was what you know.
Mm-hmm.
And to build intuition, number 3, it says what do you think?
Yeah. So
Analytics side of it.
yeah, I feel like based off the prior two, like how you feel, what you know is going to determine how you think about it too.
Yep.
So based off how you're feeling about it, and like I said, how much do you know about a situation can make how you think about certain things, either like on a more positive end or a more negative end. But I feel like the more you know about something, it influences how you think more about it.
It also said like this is that point where you start putting things together, and they said if what you think and what you feel and what you know is off, you got to figure out why it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where you process your feelings and you process the facts,
Yeah.
and then you start putting it together.
And I feel like it's important that you understand like you feeling something and you know why you're feeling that, and that is influencing how you think. Because if one or the other is not there, like you're feeling something but you don't know why you feel like that,
Yeah.
or you know a lot about something but you don't know why you feel like that about knowing it, like it influences how you think because it puts you in a middle ground kind of.
As we review this, I'm kind of getting back. I'm kind of, it's growing on me because I can even think now. I'm thinking about the role as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
And there's situations where I'll feel some way, and what I know is like, I don't know. Say Chunks is like being difficult at bedtime. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'll feel is frustration.
Right.
What I know is he got to go to bed because if he doesn't, he's going to be mad in the morning.
Right.
And then it ties to like what I think, and it helps me. I guess it gives me peace of mind to help me process like the situation.
Right.
Like, there's probably like 4 or 5 different factors to why he's being difficult.
Right.
Maybe he didn't take a nap that day, so that's one. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's sick and irritable. So it guides my decision making, and
Right.
that's actually number 4.
Yeah.
What should I do?
What should you do though? And like you said, like once you start aligning those things, but I feel like it has to go in this order. Like,
Yeah.
If it's not in the order, the chronological order, like things are just gonna put you in a bind for real. Like you gotta know why you feel the way you do. Why knowing it makes you feel the way you do. Why you think about it the way you do based off how you feel and what you know, and then that ultimately influences what you ultimately do.
Yeah.
So the more like you're comfortable with those steps, the better your intuition I feel like is. The people that understand why they feel and
A
think
certain way.
all the way about certain situations or certain topics are the people that understand why they move the way they move when it comes to those things. So
This has happened. I mean, just life, because there's been so many situations though where I have a understanding of myself,
yeah, right.
so I'm able to be like, okay, this is or I go another area is the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes because my previous or in the past I felt like, let's just say I felt lazy or tired.
Right.
So what I know is that's going to affect the class in the future because whatever I was supposed to do when I was lazy or tired, it didn't happen. So
Right.
if I see the class acting out in a certain way, I may think or that I have to. I may think like, oh, I'm upset and they're not following directions or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual reality is I folded somewhere else. And
Right.
my intuition knows it. And sometimes you don't. Sometimes
You just gotta.
it's what should I do point. Sometimes it can leave you stuck.
Yeah.
But this is one of those abstract chapters. You know what I mean? It's not.
But some people
concrete.
like we already said from the jump, like some people like do it well. That's why I feel like I gravitated towards this chapter a lot because this is something I feel like I do well in one of my leadership qualities that's up there from like the previous chapters we talked about, based off the fact that like I had to make a lot of decisions on what I should do, and I had to understand why I felt the way I felt about them, what I knew about them, and how I ultimately think about them. So
Now
I
here's
feel
the
like,
question: if you would give a percentage on how fast you act on what you should do, what's your percentage of acting on it?
I feel like that's situational. I feel
Okay.
like some situations.
Let's just be general and say like, once you figure out all of what you feel, what you know, and what you think, how often or how often do you actually act on like your intuition or you?
I would
act on
say probably, I would probably go 70-30. Probably 70-30 on acting and
Okay.
30% not. I feel like that 30% comes on, even though it's about like what should I do, because certain things I feel like I should or I could do them, but it's like I don't see that as beneficial to me right now.
Okay.
Like doing it is just, I mean, my intuition might be telling me to do it, but I don't think me doing it is beneficial to my overall goal though.
Okay.
So I say 70-30. That's why I say it's kind of situational.
See, that's something I'm working on.
Yeah.
Because there's moments where I'll read a situation and go back to like the classroom. I know I shouldn't let the kids. Let's just say I let the kids go like 3 minutes early before the bell rang.
Right.
And they like didn't clean up their area.
Mm-hmm.
My intuition tells me like, yo, you should check that right now. But sometimes I'd be like, they be alright.
Yeah.
So like that's me not acting on the intuition, but I'm getting a lot better with those moments where you could let something slide, or you could give somebody the benefit of the doubt, but you really shouldn't.
Yeah.
So like,
but that's based off how you feel, and the more you do it, that's why I said like some of this stuff like I don't think it's all the way learned. Like you have to have it somewhere down the line before you just like if you're starting from blank, you have no intuition. I don't feel like you could just learn how to do it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something like you gotta be like have some sense of awareness. But when I think about like how we play sports and stuff, like we always had to be aware of, like multiple different factors.
Yeah.
So like your intuition might be like just like how you play football and you learn like, okay, like, I got a feeling the run play's coming to the right. It's coming to me. Like this play is coming to me. I don't know why.
Based on what you feel, what
based
you
off,
know.
that's what I'm
what
saying.
you think.
Like
Okay.
I feel like if you play sports or any type of sport and you were serious about that sport, you have some type of intuition.
Yeah, you could see
Like you could see it. Like it don't matter what it is. Like when I play basketball, I could feel like when a steal was coming or when a move was coming. It's not based off like I learned that, but I could just feel it. Like
but I guess that is reps though.
I mean,
just reps.
It's reps, but like it's also like
you just gotta.
You have a feeling though. You just have the feeling like it's not on some because like just because you have the reps don't mean that's what somebody's gonna do. You got a feeling like I know for me like when I used to like pick people's pockets like cookies, give me that. I used to have a feeling of like, of course I learned I learned the you feel me the dribbles and how they dribble. But you got a feeling when a move is coming. They're doing other moves and getting past you, so they're just trying to get back to their main joint. You don't know when it's coming, but you know it's coming sometime. And them be the most crucial times coming the fourth quarter. Boop, give me that.
And in football, you feel it like you don't even have to pay attention down the distance. You be like, yo, you've like seen a formation or a situation, and you're like, yo, this is
coming,
time.
yeah.
And then, like, the defense we used to run in college, I was a weak side safety. So, weak side safety, you roll down in the box.
You feel me? You got to get in the box.
If you go too far, you're going to outrun the running back's going to cut
back. It's over.
Underneath you. So, if If you're patient with it, like sometimes you'll be patient with it, and the running back will bounce front
Yeah.
side, and you don't have to worry
You
about
feel
it.
me? That's not your job.
No, there's some that you can like. There's sometimes where you sit like, yo,
He's
the
cutting back.
linebacker, he's crazy, bro. He's coming back.
right to me.
And then once you see it and you feel it, you gotta act. Because if you
Got
don't,
to.
you're getting run over in a beat up.
So that's why I say. That's why I say I feel like I guess some of it is kind of learned from reps, but
Yeah.
like you have to have a feel for whatever you're doing.
And even coaching now, like sometimes we'll run a play, and I'll be like, yo, that didn't look right. That didn't feel right. And earlier in my career, I was trying to get through so many plays or get through practice smoothly that I would just be like, all right, next play.
Yeah, next play.
I'd be like,
that don't feel right.
That's not what it was in my head, and I don't like how that looks. So you gotta
but
run
that's
it
that
again.
intuition point.
Yeah,
though.
but so I mean, I guess I am decent at it.
You just got to get your reps
Just gotta
up.
tap in.
Yeah, you just got to get your reps up.
When you read this by yourself and then we come together and discuss it, it's a lot better.
Yeah, it's a lot better because it's like,
All right.
okay, I see your view, you see my view, we can kind of connect a little bit. We can still like,
All right.
yeah.
So how we gonna end this? It says, what presents the biggest challenge for you, out of like how you build intuition or the factors of intuition? And so which one builds the biggest challenge for you? It says accurately reading your situation, trends, like how things are going to go in the future, your resources, or other people, or yourself, and how can you improve on those intuition areas?
I feel like the one that presents the most challenge for me is like other people. I feel like for me, like it's sometimes people are good at hiding what their motives and stuff are. So like me having an intuition or a feel about some people, like sometimes. And it's cool to have the wrong read of people initially too, because I don't want to say like every time I read somebody it was completely right.
Yeah.
Like I'd have met some people where I felt like like I don't got a good feeling about them, but the more I talked to them, like they were able to change my perspective about how they were based off our conversations and stuff like that. So I feel like my challenge is like getting and meeting other people and like actually filling them out correctly, because
Okay.
I sometimes I just miss on how I feel about them or why I feel about them, or I can't really understand like why I don't like. It's one of them things like I don't know if I really like them. Like they cool, but I don't know if I really like them. It'd be like why? It's like I don't really know, but it's just something, and it's not even on no like hating. It's just on something's just off, and then like a situation will happen like that's not really relevant to me, but like somebody that I'm close to, and I'll be like, that's the reason right there that I couldn't. So I guess like me developing that read of people is like probably my biggest challenge.
Okay. So mine was I picked two. I said resources and trends.
Okay.
Are the biggest challenge when it comes to intuition for me, because I'm such a I'll do it myself type of person, and I guess it comes from like my upbringing. I was the only boy, so I had to do it. Like nobody was coming to help me out.
Yeah, facts.
So like resources is something, and I think of resources not as like money or I
like
think it as people. Like
yeah.
who can you get to help you like achieve a goal or finish a project or something like that. And there's been so many times in my life where I had to do it myself. When it comes to like asking for help or recognizing when somebody else can help me achieve something that I want to do, I don't do it because it's like it's already in my head hardwired that I got to get it done.
Yeah.
So like I think that's hard. And then trends. And honestly, trends. I think it's hard because I don't care enough about what other people like. Trends are what's the popular idea of what people are doing, and I don't care enough about what other people are doing to be cool with trends. Like I don't know, bro. What's happening?
Yeah,
what are y'all
facts.
doing?
What's happening?
That's too much for me, nephew. I don't know what y'all got going on. So I don't. Those were the two ones. Like I may see trends sometimes. Like I've always had my own style and stuff, but like trends when it comes to like Steve Jobs, he knew like people are gonna want like a wearable technology, so he made the Apple Watch. He knew that phones were going into this smart type of, so he knew to make iPhones. I don't have that to where I know what the next crazy trend is, and I should do it now. Like football wise, coaching wise, and education wise, in my classroom, sometimes with the stuff that I'm consuming, like I'm reading or I'm listening to, I can see like education is definitely taking it's education is changing. How it's changing, like I don't think anybody really knows.
Yeah, and I don't even I want to say like even though you might not be into the trends, like it's kind of hard not to be aware of them.
Yeah.
Just because you're not into them doesn't mean like you're not aware of the trends though.
Oh no, I mean I know they're around, but I don't like when it comes to intuition and acting on something for to help me out. Like I don't care. About
Yeah,
the trends.
you're just not big on.
Or,
the trends.
what I do recognize well is trends in football, and I don't know why it is. Like you know how the game expanded.
Yeah.
And then I want to say like it might have been the last year I was at Sarah with you. I was like, yo, the game is about to start going back.
Yeah.
This like it's about to start condensing back in because you know how like in the 90s and the early 2000s the game was like everybody was running power football.
Yeah.
It was like 11, 12 personnel, and then like the 2010s is where the option game started coming.
Yeah, the option was crazy.
The game literally went like this and
Yeah.
expanded. And
then it was the RPO.
It was a RPO and all that other stuff. But what
Yeah.
you're seeing now is more teams are getting back into the 11, 12 personnel. And I guess that's me for consuming the game and studying it. And also like there's teams that they built their roster
Based
to
off
defend
that,
the
yeah.
space. And now all teams are like, all the offenses are like, well, if you got all these fast speed guys going around, we're going to get big brawlers and bring them back in.
Yeah.
We're going 11, 12 personnel and we're running power. So, like, football, I can see it a little bit because I think I study so hard.
Yeah.
I can see a couple trends in football. So, like, when we watch the NFL this year or when you see, like, college football, you'll see a lot more. Like,
Running,
but
like,
the tight ends are, like, the tight end position is, like, becoming
more crucial.
like tight end H-back positions are
it's
becoming
more
crucial because those dudes are like those utility players.
Yeah, facts. Like they can help
they
you in the run game and catch. Yeah.
They can still get out in the route and they can still block. So I guess you can have intuition in different areas, just like you can be a leader in different areas.
Yeah.
So that was chapter 8.
Yeah, that's chapter 8, man. So yeah, we better tap back in with chapter 9. But yeah, stay tuned. We gonna keep checking. We gonna try to get through all 21 of these chapters. So stay tuned, man. We'll see y'all on the next one.